Hello everyone, this is Death Song Gaming. Today we are reacting to this vegan fisherman. We're reacting to a vegan against fisherman. So I've actually reacted to this person's content before. I don't know if I ever uploaded it, but I reacted to a video where this vegan went into a fish store. Even my bird agrees this is stupid. Don't you cheese it. Yes, my bird's name is Cheese It. She's inherently not vegan because of her name. Psst. Anyways, this vegan once went into a fish store and complained when they saw the dead fish. And they just said a lot of stupid things. They were acting like all the fish in the fish store was like some sort of horrible murder scene. It was really funny. So I think this is the same person. And today they're going to be undercover with fishermen. Let's see what monstrosity we witnessed.
That's ridiculous. It's just fish. They're only fish? So this is where the law is stemming from?
That's bullshit.
It's going to be
It's just a joke.
It's going to be a $5,000 fine. So just letting you know from May 21st onwards.
Whatever. That's a joke.
I don't even know what's happening. What just happened? He even has a vegan tattoo. That's sad. I think that's kind of sad. You're so committed to this veganism that you literally change your body. I'm not denying that fish feel pain. Fish absolutely feel pain, but they're also food.
How are you, buddy? Have you caught anything today?
Just pufferfish.
Pufferfish. Pufferfish, and what do you do with them? Do you throw them back or you keep them? Throw them back. All right, well, I'm Chief Animal Sentience Officer, okay? There's been new legislation.
What the heck is a Chief Animal Sentience Officer? What even is that?
Passed on the sentience of fish recently.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're going to start enacting changes, starting with this whole coast.
Is this dude like making shit up at this point? I've literally never heard of an animal sentience officer. Is he making this up? Is it like some sort of weird prank?
Designated area. So they're going to start protecting fish based on their sentience. Do you know what sentience is? Well, fish feel pain.
Yeah.
They suffer.
Yeah.
They have a nervous system.
This lady just walking away. I don't want to... This lady's just like trying her best to ignore this shit. She's like, I don't want to put up with this. I'm just going to be walking in the other direction.
Okay. So these waters here will start to be... The animals in these waters will start to be protected because hooking them in the face and dragging them out the ocean is proven now to cause them extreme suffering.
What the hell do you think would happen to the fish? Dude, I think fishing is best done when used for food because there's actually a purpose to it. Or research. Research, I suppose. But, catch a fish and eat it. The circle of life. Animals get hurt when they're being hunted by other animals. When a human hunts another animal, it's also going to get hurt. Humans are natural predators. Humans have evolved to eat meat. Humans literally have evolved to eat meat. So a human hunting an animal like a fish, the fish is going to get hurt. When literally any animal hunts fish, that fish gets hurt. And humans are no exception. Pain is part of the hunting process for the prey animal. It's just natural.
Okay, so we like to put it like this to fishermen. Like if there was a dog and
Oh my god, dude. Of course the vegans always resort to dogs, bro. I can understand dogs as a comparison for pigs because pigs are really intelligent. But, dogs are a really bad comparison for chicken, fish, turkey, cow. That's a bad comparison. Because, cows, chicken, fish, that sort of thing. They're not on the same sentience as a pig, from what I know. Especially a fish. A fish is not as, a fish out of all the animals that most people eat is probably the least sentient. Because I don't know if primitive is the right word, but they don't need the intelligence as much. They're not mammals. They're not birds. They don't need as much intelligence. They're not as intelligent as pigs or even birds, like mammals. Birds, they're not as intelligent. If you're gonna go after any animal to protect, fish are probably the least sentient that most people eat.
Smacko on the end of a hook, and I caught the dog and dragged him into the ocean to drown him. This is the same feeling that the fish gets getting suffocated out of the ocean.
Yeah.
So we're going to let you today off because we're actually just letting people know about this. We put a massive post out. There's been media about this. I don't know if you've seen it.
I highly doubt this is something that will actually happen because, like, look, fishing is a way people source their food. Fishing is a way people survive by eating food. Not everyone is going to want to survive on grass. Fish is a part of the human natural diet. This person, catch and release is iffy, but like catch and keep, that's like just nature. That's just humans hunting. Are you gonna go over to the bears and start telling the bears they're not allowed to catch fish with their giant claws anymore? That they have to strictly eat their berries?
No? Okay. Yeah, so very soon this place here these will be protected animals.
Well, you can't fish here.
Yeah.
From
No.
when?
That'll be enacted in May 21st.
May 21st.
When
Yeah.
was this made? 2 years ago.
Yeah. So just letting you know that, you won't be getting fined, but from May 21st onwards, there'll be a fine for causing pain and suffering.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, a very hefty one
So
too.
stupid.
Well, they'll start off at 5,000, and then if there's,
Dude,
if it
this
happens,
guy is so punchable. Like, this guy is just so, like, you don't know how much, like, this guy just would, how satisfying it would be to just slap this guy on the face.
again and again, we're going to treat it like dog cruelty.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Dude, you can't compare a fish to a dog. Dogs are like, I understand pigs. I understand pigs are extremely intelligent, maybe even more intelligent than dogs. But a lot of farm animals, like chickens and fish are farmed by some places. Fish, chicken, turkey, I think cow too. I don't think they're as intelligent. So that's just not a good comparison. Saying or eating a fish is like eating a dog is absolutely a horrible comparison. Fish are not as sentient as dogs.
Okay, so just letting you guys know about that. What do you think about that, buddy? Do you all explain it to him, what I was saying about fish sentience?
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, so I'm a chief fish sentience
You
officer.
could just say this is misinformation, whether this law actually exists or not. Implying that fish are just as sentient as dogs is basically misinformation.
We're protecting the fish in these oceans. They're starting off here, and there's a big designated area where all fish will be protected. They'll have rights because they feel pain and suffer. And if you're dragging pufferfish out the ocean, it's like dragging a dog into the ocean to drown him by their face. Huh?
See,
Sorry?
he's getting exposed now. He's getting caught.
No, this is for our own protection. We're doing this because fishermen have known to assault us. Fishermen have assaulted us before.
Bruh, you're saying fishermen have assaulted you? What the fuck are you talking about? Maybe they assaulted you because you go out of your way to harass them like this. I wonder why. I wonder why this man who's going out of his way to harass fishermen is being attacked by fishermen. I could never guess why.
Because they feel like, they want to do this for pleasure, a hobby.
Dude, it's a way of eating. It's like a way of surviving, eating out of the land and stuff. Like, you vegans, you can go out and harvest all your grass and apples and stuff from the wild. People who eat fish, because fish is a natural part of the human diet, are going to go and catch fish.
But when we start to protect the animals, they feel like they're getting their hobby taken away. Yeah, look, we don't want anyone getting a $5,000 fine. Like, I don't want you to. And if you didn't know, like, we put out enough media.
I honestly don't know if I don't think I actually posted my reaction to the video where this guy went into a fish store and started getting really upset. But, like, this dude walked into a fish store, acted like it was a murder scene. Like, he wasn't actually harassing anyone. He was just, like, walking around and being visibly disgusted, which is really funny. But at the end of the video where he went in a fish store, he saw some pelicans and started just, like, complimenting the pelicans. Like, the pelicans are the most amazing animals in the world. Pelicans are very cool, I agree with that. But this guy was like, oh my god, these pelicans are so cool. And you know what those pelicans do? Those pelicans have probably killed more fish than most people have. So, you're being pretty hypocritical if you think... And honestly, this video exists. There is a video where this same guy goes into a fish store and does this. He goes in the fish store, he's so distraught over all the dead fish, then sees some pelicans just waddling around, and he's, like, so happy about the pelicans. Dude, those pelicans have killed a lot of fish. So you're being hypocritical. Why can the pelicans kill fish but people can't? It's part of both of our natural diets. Both pelicans and humans naturally eat fish. If you want the fish to have rights, I'm assuming you want pelicans to have rights too. So why can't the pelicans eat? Why can the pelicans eat fish, but we can't? And also, you know that fish eat other fish, right? So if these fish have quote-unquote rights and they start eating each other, what are you going to do? Like, where is the logic here? And if you don't like fish dying, why are you being happy when you see pelicans? And this guy in that other video also said he wanted to feed the pelican a vegan fish alternative, which is kind of concerning. Like, are they going to start feeding wild animals? Like, just ban wild animals from eating natural meat and just start forcing them to eat plants? That's really concerning.
Should be on Channel 10 before the 21st anyway. So we're giving you the courtesy of letting you know.
Thanks,
all right, no worries.
I'm pretty darn confident this is all made up shit. Is he not going to tell him it's made up?
Buddy, how are you?
Can I ask a question?
What's up, buddy?
Are you with the council or waterways or someone?
It's, animal sentience.
I've literally never heard of an animal sentience officer. This is bullshit, isn't it? If I'm wrong, please correct me.
Authorities,
okay.
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it doesn't matter who I ring and dob in. I'm a scuba diver.
Yep.
We've both been.
It would be extremely funny if if someone who actually regulates fishing, like someone who actually comes around and checks the licenses, sees this guy imitating an officer and like absolutely arrests the shit out of him. That would be really funny.
Yeah, what's going on?
Well, there's people fishing from this platform up here, and it says no fishing.
Come take me. I'll have a look right now.
I doubt that a place which allows fishing would end up freaking like hiring a vegan who's against fishing, because then there might be some bias. Like if you hire someone to check the licenses of fishermen, and then it's a vegan who doesn't like fishing, that might become biased. Like this guy, I highly doubt actually has any sort of authority.
In many ways, we don't even recognize.
Yeah.
Not to mention how many fish are swimming along with sinkers.
Sinkers in their face.
Oh,
All right.
no, sinkers and hooks. Man, I've got
We've tried
3
to
buckets
save
of
them all
sinkers
the
that big.
So they're snapping line off in the ocean, and they're harming the fish.
Line off.
Alright.
I've had to cut divers free of fishing lines.
It's not good. Okay.
They might not be fishing, but there's a sign there.
Yeah.
I can
Well, this is all protected waters as of May 21st. So.
mates and
Yeah, they're definitely protected water. He's definitely not making shit up for his veganism agenda.
I have freed eels, turtles,
Yeah.
you name it.
So this is why we are reenacting the legislation for fish sentience, because they feel pain and suffer. Okay.
When we got here this morning, there were 4
Dude, if fish feel pain and suffer, are you gonna ban those pelicans in your other video from eating fish? But I just think it's so funny how in his other video, he was so distraught over fish being dead in a fish market, and then saw pelicans and acted like they're the most amazing creature on the planet, and was so happy about them when those pelicans eat mostly fish. He was like, oh my god, people are suffocating these fish to eat them. Pelicans suffocate fish to eat fish as well, so what are you talking about? Are you gonna ban the pelicans from eating fish? Like, are you gonna try to do that? If you actually care about the animals, you're not gonna, you actually care about the animals, which you seem like you do, and then you, like, go over to pelicans, and you're like, oh, they're so amazing. Yeah, they are amazing. But if you then try to feed them vegan fish substitute, which he actually wanted to do, that's a bit concerning. Especially, like, I don't know, it's just so weird. And fish eat other fish, right? So are you gonna, if the fish have rights, are you gonna ban the fish from eating other fish? How would that be regulated?
4 blokes here.
All fishing off that platform.
All right, we're going to take some photographs.
And that sign there, can you read that sign? No fishing.
I know there are vegans who think there's something called quote-unquote speciesism, where every species should be equal, which is just stupid. If that was the case, then every single species on the planet would have to follow laws. If every species was equal, there'd be laws for every single species. Meaning, if you go out in nature and see another animal eat another animal, that would be murder, and then you have to arrest the predator. Like, it makes literally no sense. I know veganism, I think it's like not veganism. I think speciesism is something PETA came up with, or PETA did. I don't know. The idea of speciesism is just so stupid. Speciesism is not real. Not all species are equal. If every species was equal, then we'd have to go out policing lions for eating wildebeest. Like, it's such a stupid idea.
From platform.
Yeah. Well, it will be no fishing all the way up this coast soon.
See, I rang fisheries,
Yeah.
and they said it's up to the council. I rang the council, and they said it's up to waterways. I rang waterways, and waterways said it's up to the council.
Yeah.
Everybody's passing the buck. No one wants to know about it.
Yeah,
You
well-
ring up and dob people in. Nothing happens.
Well, we're trying to do something about it today, about fishing, for sure.
Have a look at this sign here.
Yeah. We'll definitely, I'll take a photo of that. Yeah.
No fishing from platform up the top.
Spearfishing prohibited, yeah, so we understand.
I've never seen people spear fishing, but there's regularly people fishing off this platform.
Okay, so is this old gentleman over here being misleading then? He says the sign says he said the sign said no fishing, but now it says no spear fishing. There is a major difference. There's a major difference between spearfishing and fishing. If you're gonna look at a sign, then say it's no fishing, then you come up to it and like, oh, it's actually no spearfishing. That's just very misleading.
What people fail to realise is it's not just the fish that they hook in the face, it's all the bycatch from the fishing line and the hooks that get caught in the other animal's face.
Well, just a few weeks ago, there was a flathead down there, obviously a female. There's massive flathead down there. On what they call the short pipe, which is that thing.
Yep.
Right, goes out there. And fortunately, this flathead had a big sinker, and I was able to grab the sinker, grab my knife,
And cut it off for him. Good work.
Still had the hook in its gob, but
You did what you could.
it took off. That's it.
Yeah, we need to prevent this from happening. Thanks a lot for letting us know, mate. Appreciate it.
So this old guy ends up misleading the vegan, saying that it's a no fishing area, but it's actually no spear fishing. So that's just stupid.
Hey, buddy, how you going, mate? So what are you targeting here today? Anything?
So massive respect to this fisherman for actually eating his catches. Massive respect for there. That is how fishing should be done, in my opinion. In my opinion, fishing should be done for food. So now we're going to see some real beef, or maybe it wouldn't be beef. It would be real beans between this vegan and this fisherman, right? Not beef, because they're vegan. I don't know. Real beans between these people. Yeah, so, vegans are probably like, oh, we're going to go and harvest some plants from the land. The fishermen are trying to harvest fish from the sea. They're both natural sources of food for humans. Humans naturally eat meat. Humans are part of the ecosystem. We are natural predators. We naturally eat both plants and animals. It is part of a balanced diet. Fish is part of a balanced diet. Humans naturally eat meat and plants. So, like I said with the pelicans, I know you did not tell the pelicans they're not allowed to eat fish, but you were just implying that. I don't know, it's such a weird situation. Maybe y'all should check out this guy's other video where he went in the fish market and just started looking at the pelicans like, oh my god, these pelicans are amazing. I just thought it was so ironic, because pelicans mostly eat fish, but this guy was so mad when he saw a fish die. So, like, if you don't like fish die, why do you like pelicans? I don't get it. But yeah, humans are natural predators. We naturally eat fish. So yeah, there's no argument here.
Hey, yeah. So I was just talking to the gentleman down here. There's been new legislation that will come in.
Are these kids closest to the camera? So not only is this guy spreading this lie to the fishermen, he's also saying it in front of the kids.
On May 21st. So
or is that a mom and a kid? I don't know, but whatever he's saying, I'm pretty freaking sure it's a lie. I'd never heard of this animal sentience officer thing.
Animal sentience officer from the animal sentience authorities. And these codes here will be...
What if I'm wrong? Animal Sentience Authority. Let's look it up. Is this a thing? Animal Welfare Sentience Act, United Kingdom. All vertebrates, some invertebrates. Act for committee, blah, blah, blah. I don't really know if there's really much information. Policies and laws must consider animals as individuals whose needs and welfare may be protected, recognizing animals as sentient. Yes, I think it's good that they're recognizing animals as sentient, but I feel like this man is exaggerating it. I don't think they're just going to put a random sea off limits because the fish are sentient. If you are recognizing that the fish are sentient, are you going to ban fish from eating other fish, which is what they do? Especially those vegans who believe in quote-unquote speciesism, who they think speciesism is like being discriminating against animals for the species, which is just such a stupid idea. Like, if every animal was equal, if every species was equal, then you're literally going to have to regulate animals in the wild which are hunting each other. So if speciesism ever becomes a real thing that people actually believe in, you're gonna have people going out and arresting lions for eating like deer or something. I don't know. It's just so retarded. Like, it's just, not all species are equal. Just accept it, vegans. Just accept not all species are equal. Some are prey. Some are predators. We should treat all species with respect, yes, but you can't go, if you want all species to be equal, that would mean every species needs to follow laws, and you can't just go out and arrest an animal for eating something it needs to eat.
Enacting new legislation on the protection of sea animals, because there's a new study come out that shows they have a central nervous system, they feel pain and suffer, so when we drag them...
I'm pretty sure we always knew they have a central fucking nervous system. I don't think that's anything unknown. Don't jellyfish have a fucking nervous system too? And jellyfish are like some of the least sentient things to ever exist. Like, jellyfish are such early forms of life, man. I don't even think they're sentient. Jellyfish kind of just flop, like, swim in the sea and eat filter. I don't know if they filter feed, but they just kind of swim and pulsate. That's kind of all that jellyfish do. I don't think they're sentient. So just because it has a nervous system doesn't mean it's sentient. Yes, if a fucking jellyfish has a nervous system doesn't mean it's sentient. Jellyfish are like some of the least sentient animals ever.
And he was dragging a pufferfish out and then throwing them back in, causing them extreme pain and suffering. So we like to use the analogy about the dogs. So if there was a dog here, we had a doggy treat.
I really want to see this fisherman absolutely, like, annihilate the shit out of this vegan.
And we caught the dog, and they were stunned, and then we dragged them in the ocean to drown them. It's the same feeling for the fish. Okay, this is what the study found. So we're going to let people off with a warning.
They're like looking for the camera. They're like, what the fuck is happening?
Today, because they don't know. We've spread it across the media. It will be on channel 10, I believe, on the 19th.
Didn't you say channel 5? Now it's channel 10? This is definitely a lie. He's like, channel 5. No, it's channel 10.
Just leading up. Okay. But we're going to start enacting it throughout this coast. This will be the testing grounds for it. But
seriously, I don't think there will ever be a law that actually passes, at least like in most places, that allows, like, that just bans fishing. If he's saying this is testing, I highly doubt there's, whatever the animal sentience law is, I don't think it's trying to ban fishing. Like, it's at least fishing for food. Like, this is such a retarded idea.
We're trying to raise the awareness to the public about the fish sentience, sea animals feeling pain.
This is a stupid vegan agenda, like, bruh.
And we don't want... The fines will start at $5,000 from the 21st of May onwards, 2021. Right?
Yeah. So what is the law now? Is it no fishing along there?
From May 21st, the animals here will be protected.
What month was this released? This is in July. What is he talking about, May? Is it like... So, this is in July, but he's talking about May 31st. So what is he talking about? Does he mean May 31st next year? Was this filmed early, or is he just being retarded?
Okay, it doesn't matter what species.
You said you can't fish anywhere.
Sorry?
You said you can't catch any fish.
From May 21st onwards.
Really?
Yeah, fish feel pain, they suffer, okay? We're starting to protect the sea animals here, okay? And not only just the fish he's targeting, but the lines that snap off, okay? They get caught in turtles' faces, okay? There was a flathead down here, just a gentleman told me, had a hook and a sinker in there.
The gentleman was also misleading you into thinking that a no spear fishing area meant no fishing in general. So I don't know if I trust that gentleman, if he thinks that, if he's like implying that spear fishing means all fishing.
Swimming around. You can imagine how painful that would be for the animal.
We're only 7 minutes in, and this is already really fucking stupid.
We don't feel like this is a hobby that people do. It's a hobby, it's a pastime. It's like skateboarding or playing darts, except you're playing with the fish's
I catch
pain.
them to eat them.
Yeah, you catch and eat them. It's part of the circle of fucking life. Like I said, humans naturally eat meat. You're gonna have to fucking cope.
Kill them straight away.
Yeah, well, you know, we also believe that because they have consciousness, that you're taking their experience of life.
Dude, the fucking... Yeah, the animals have consciousness. Such a surprise. I could have never fucking guessed that an animal had conscious, guys. I absolutely had no idea. Just because this animal can breathe and think, I'm not going to eat them, guys. I'm definitely going vegan. You know what? You know how many plants actually are, maybe not intelligent, but a lot of plants, they're alive too. Plants might not be sentient, but they're alive. Like, I don't get it. Like, when you eat the animal, it's not alive. It's no longer sentient. When you're eating the animal, it's no longer sentient. If you're eating the animal alive and it has sentience, then there's a problem there. If you're eating a live fish, there's a problem. But, like, if you're killing it first, it's fine. There's no pain. Especially because the circle of fucking life. Animals eat other animals, including humans. Eat other animals.
I think it's ridiculous.
Boats aren't allowed to fish either.
No. Because they drag them up the rock.
No. Well, these boats here, the legislation will be enacted onto those boats as well from May 21st. We start.
Ridiculous. It's just fish.
They're only fish.
They're only fish.
But we were talking. There's a study that just recently come out.
I don't want to know about it.
You don't want to. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
The W fisherman right here. If I am wrong, please correct me. But I feel like this law is just made up bullshit. Like, something like this existing is just absolutely insanely woke or whatever. Like, this sort of law is just some of the most retarded thing I've ever heard of. I feel like this guy's just making this shit up. Like, you could say it's like one of those weird TikTok pranks. Like, this guy's just coming around looking for clout and harassing fishermen. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Maybe this is a sort of weird TikTok, let's go and harass fishermen for clout prank. I don't know.
But well, you know, we protect dogs. We protect dogs with dog cruelty laws.
Dude, the thing with dogs is, one, dogs are very conscious. Fish consciousness cannot be compared to dog consciousness. At least they're not as similar. If you compare an octopus and a dog, that would make sense. Octopus are extremely intelligent. If you compare just your average fish to a dog, it's not even close. Also, like, circle of life, man. Animals eat other animals. Humans have evolved to eat meat. We don't evolve to eat just plants. We evolved to eat meat and plants. You don't understand that.
It'll be an off.
The fish, mate. There's millions and billions.
They feel pain the same way dogs do.
Dude, I remember watching a video saying that fish don't feel it the same way we do, or at least it's not the same. I don't know if that's correct, that fish feel it the same way as we do. I don't know if fish feel pain the same way we do. But again, it's the circle of fucking life, man. Grow up. You look like you're like 20. I don't know how old he is. Probably like 30 or something. But this guy obviously has the mentality of an 8-year-old.
So this is where the law is stemming from?
This vegan literally has the mentality of an 8-year-old. I don't fucking know. Like, this is ridiculous.
It's going to be a 5.
It's just a joke. It's a joke.
It's going to be a 5.
It's definitely. I would say it's a joke, but it's not even funny. It's just randomly harassing fishermen for clout.
$1,000 fine. So just letting you know from May 21st onwards.
Whatever. It's a joke. It's
No.
another thing that people are going to win here.
It's not. It's not a joke.
Absolute W fisherman right here.
They feel pain.
People are going to win here. They feel pain.
They feel pain and suffer. New study. Yeah, of course they do. They do. They're like a dog.
So what?
If someone was torturing a dog, we would call the RSPCA.
So you're saying it's like a dog. First of all, torturing an animal is not the same as eating it. If you are catching and humanely euthanizing an animal to eat it, that is not torture. That is the circle of life.
You know what I mean?
I don't know about it. It's just.
Yeah. So I understand your anger, but like, you know, we got to think of the fish as well. That's all. Think of the sea animals as well. Yeah.
This vegan is acting like people are catching fish, actively abusing them before eating them. This guy is acting like the fish are being caught and, like, I don't know, slapped, punched, kicked. I don't know. This guy is acting like the fish are actively being abused before they're eaten. Dude, if we don't eat the fish, the pelicans that you like are going to eat them, okay? I know you really like pelicans, but if we don't eat them, the pelicans will eat them. So get that.
How you going there, bro? What animals are you targeting today? What sea animals? Yeah. What type? Any? Sorry? Okay. Yeah. We're just letting all the fishermen know along this coast that from May 21st, we'll be enacting a new law on fish sentience.
The fact that humans have evolved to become so quote-unquote intelligent that we are starting to feel bad for our prey and refuse to eat them is genuinely concerning. Like, I'm pretty darn confident this vegan is making up this shit. I mean, obviously fish do feel pain. Fish do feel pain, but I feel like this law, this quote-unquote law, is being made up. Like, this law literally has to be made up, right? Like, this is just bullshit. If this law is actually genuine, I am concerned for society.
So I'm from
This is the most woke shit ever. Like, this is ridiculous.
Animal Sentience Authorities. No. We're a subset of animal protection agencies. Okay. There's a new study on fish sentience.
Like, humans literally have evolved to be so intelligent. They start thinking unintelligent things. If you know what I mean. Like, humans have evolved so to have such big brains that we start thinking about ideas that are absolutely retarded. Like, if we didn't have our intelligence, we probably would just not care. But we have so much intelligence that we start thinking about new ideas. And those new ideas sometimes happen to be absolute bullshit.
Meaning they feel pain, they suffer.
Like, we literally naturally eat fish. We naturally eat meat, dude. So you're just like, how about you go over to your caveman ancestors and tell them not to eat the delicious mammoth they just killed? They're gonna kill you and eat you instead.
The nervous system. So, off the back of this study, we are going to enact a law starting from this coast.
And if he is actually making all this shit up, this is illegal, right? He's imitating authority, so that would be completely illegal. What does the description say? Undercover vegan, quote-unquote animal sentience officer. There's like almost no actual information. This doesn't really tell us anything. So if he actually is not hired, this is illegal. He's imitating an officer, right? This is not okay.
And then we're going to be bringing it into all coasts in Australian borders.
So this is in Australia. The thing I read on Wikipedia is for the UK. The fucking UK. And this guy's in Australia. So this can't be related.
Media. It'll be on Channel 10 on the 19th of May.
Didn't you say earlier it was Channel 5?
The law will be enacted on 21st. So all the fish here will be protected based on their sentience and consciousness.
So does that mean fish can't eat other fish because they're all sentient? Wow. Does that mean you're going to charge the pelicans you like with animal abuse if they try to eat a fish?
Yeah. Sorry, bud? Animal sentience.
There's two guys up there spearfishing.
Spearfishing where?
Yeah, the side up here.
Oh, how far down?
Is this an actual officer over here? This is an actual officer over here, right? Hopefully he gets absolutely destroyed, this guy.
These two guys are here.
Whereabouts?
Up there, yep.
Okay. So we're just letting you know it will be $5,000 fine from May 21st onwards.
What, fishing on the water? Fishing here?
$5,000 the fines will start at from May 21st.
Can this officer please put some sense in this man?
Onwards, all right? Animal Sentience Authorities. Okay? ASA. No worries.
So what, they're stopping everything?
Just we're starting down this coast, but then we're going to move along coast from Queensland downwards. We're sort of, this is the test waters. And so it's sort of like when we bring out a study and we base the law off it.
This dude thinks he's fucking educating a police officer.
To bring it out, test it out with the public as well. So
It's only just in here?
we're starting off here, but then we'll be moving along.
Anywhere else in the broadboard or just here?
Not, it will be about 2 k's that.
Why is this vegan so committed to his act? He's like acting so much in character. It's like the vegan teacher when she went after the Jesus statue. She's like just pretending to be this character, which is just made up.
Hey.
Well, okay, I may have worded that wrong. I'm not saying Jesus is made up. I'm saying that the vegan teacher there's a video of the vegan teacher where the vegan teacher pretended to be someone who was actually talking to Jesus, and like just made up a story about there being like priests and convincing the priests to go vegan. Like, the vegan teacher just made up this video where she was pretending to be someone who actually was talking to Jesus, and where Jesus was responding back saying, "Oh my God, I didn't know about the Holocaust," or something. Like, I don't know, just, yeah. It's weird how all these vegans compare eating meat to the Holocaust. It's absolutely crazy. But the vegan teacher, I'm saying, this is like the vegan teacher kind of just puts on her own persona, right? The vegan teacher's kind of just making up her own original character as herself and acting like it's a real thing that, animals, don't eat animals, eat plants, the animals are in a Holocaust. Like, they're just saying all this stuff, but it's bullshit. It's like this vegan guy is like so committed to his act.
And another 7Ks up this way.
Ouch.
And there's about 12 of us out today, all along the coast.
So you know this is gonna make a lot of people have a hard time eating. If this was true, people fish to eat. Not everyone will eat your plants. This is gonna make people starve.
So who's spearfishing? That's obviously already illegal here, but
There's a big sign just there.
yeah, spearfishing's already prohibited.
One guy just walking back, he just takes
Okay. We're just saying, mate, 21st
Is that
onward,
the officer coming over to the camera?
animals in these waters will be protected, all sea animals, because of a study that we're basing the law off of. Fish sentience, they feel pain and they suffer, like a dog does.
Dude, I'm looking this up again. Australian animal sentience law. Animal sentience is not explicitly recognized in Australia law. And what's this one? Animals who recognize as sentient beings. This was from 2023. So this is 4 months old, and this video is 2 years old. So this is probably unrelated. Victorian government will fall, could be the fails of Australian state to realize sentient beings. Review of the current Prevention to Animals Act. Doesn't equate to granting animals human-like legal rights or emotions. I don't really even know what's going on, but let's look at one which is... How old is this one? Does this one not tell me how old this article is, but... I don't know. Let's look at this. Animal sentience is not explicitly recognized in Australian law. So this dude is literally making this shit up. Okay. If this doesn't prove it, I don't know what does. That, like... Okay, here's another one. Now this one says they are recognizing it. Does this law say that you're not allowed to catch fish, though? Okay. Animals are sentient. Intrinsic value. Treated with compassion. I don't see anything about this actually being for fishing. From what I am reading, this is about actual animal abuse. This is about, like it says right here, increase penalties for hitting or kicking an animal. Amendments also permit electric shock collars for dogs. So this literally has absolutely nothing to do with fishing. So this guy is just making this shit up. This is horrible. The law is basically just acknowledging that these animals are sentient and that you can't abuse them, which is a pretty good thing to acknowledge if it wasn't already obvious. Acknowledging animals are sentient, right? Saying animals are sentient and they shouldn't be abused. That's great, and that's what this law is doing. This guy is making up shit that it has to do with fishing. Like this guy has to be making this shit up. This is not. I am finding absolutely no evidence that what this guy's saying is correct.
Okay, so we wouldn't drown a dog or stick a hook in a dog's mouth and cause them suffering.
So this guy has to just be making this shit up. Like, what I am finding on the internet, what I am finding from the, like, Australian law things, that this is just bullshit. I am not finding any evidence for this being true.
So we're enacting this law for 9 kilometers of this coast?
So this guy is just being allowed to walk around on a beach and lie to people about a non-existent law. That's wonderful.
Okay, and there'll be no killing of sea animals along this coast, hooking them in the face, causing them suffering. So from the 29 kilometers, and then we're going to slowly...
He's being so specific for a law that's made up.
Until we bring it in on all coasts of Australia. Okay,
he must be really fucking committed to this shit. Especially because he has a fucking vegan tattoo on his face. Like, this is just depressing. He has absolutely no life besides just making up shit and harassing fishermen. Like, he has just no life. He's just walking around, lying to fishermen and harassing them.
Is on. You can look out 19th of May.
Like, how
Okay.
fucking delusional do you have to be to walk around on the beach, make up a non-existent law, and harass fishermen? Like, you gotta be so fucking delusional. This is the most retarded behavior on YouTube.
Fish feel pain they suffer. They deserve the right to not be abused. Okay. $5,000 fine. It starts on May 21st. Okay.
That is so fucking retarded. And again, I'm gonna do a third search. May 21st, animal sentience. I don't see May 21st. Fishing. So literally the first thing to come up is this dude's video. That's not a good sign. I literally see absolutely nothing about this. He said it's going to be on News 10. News 10, animal sentience fishing. This is from this year, so it can't be this. There is actually nothing about this. There is literally nothing on the internet about this besides the shit this guy's spitting out of his mouth. Like, yeah, this has to be fake, right? Like, I mean, he's going out and harassing real fishermen. That's what he's doing. But this law is, like, I could say almost 100% certainty this law is made up bullshit. I'm finding absolutely nothing online supporting that this is real. So this video, in a nutshell, is a vegan going around harassing fishermen and making up non-existent laws. So he's probably like, oh, it's a win because there's going to be less people fishing out here. But in reality, he's imitating an authority, which imitating an authority is already not a good thing to do, and then making up laws and acting like and saying it very specifically so people actually fall for it. He's like, 7 meters, 7 kilometers, whatever, 7 feet, whatever, I don't know, 7,000 K up there that is going to be illegal. And like just making this shit up and people fall for it. It's depressing. Like this is what society is going on. And the actual officer didn't do shit about it. Like this sucks. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed.